we formally get started, can we make a short disclaimer, please? Ladies and gentlemen, she stays gays and non-binary babes. This is an 18+ segment. We follow a white card. If something gets too intense, you type in chat, "Hey, I need to pause." We'll tell you, "Hey, this is going to get heavy," and you can mute, and we'll let you know when you can come back. Players also have this right. Just because we are playing monsters means we are not monsters. We are still human beings. We care about everybody very much. But with that being said, again, this is an 18+ segment. You at any time are free to leave. If this isn't your thing, we'll see you next time. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your viewership, but just so you know.
Should we have like something we hold up, like to let people know?
Yeah, we could do that.
I think anyone in the chat that wants to mute us for a minute and then come back when the scene's over can just mute us and say so in the chat. And we're pretty good at paying attention to it. We'll let you know when you can unmute when scene's over.
And please, dear lovers, go and know that throughout our game, there will be links that we'll go put into our chat so that you can listen to music that I'm listening to as I'm creating a scene.
Shit, I have to have that up so I can do that. Got
And
it.
keeping this in mind, I do want to go and share with all of you. There will be themes of violence. There'll be themes of some type of sexual something. There may be themes of, I'll put it to you this way, guys. The system's heavy. We play heavy. We are all very open with each other. So if there's ever a moment that could be too much, be very mindful and please feel free to go speak. But this is an 18+ show. With that being said, I would like you to go get something warm to drink, maybe a cup of water, sit down and listen to the sonorous tones of my voice as we take a minute to close our eyes and head on over to Westmore, a place full of strange things and even stranger people, a place where our young monsters live, study, and sometimes get into fistfights at gay clubs. So, oddly enough, the last time that we were all together, a few things were going on. Corinne, our resident witch, has been kidnapped by the beast in shadow and her cult led by her witch, Kath. They seem to have been based in the cult of Dionysus, the local gay club and drag show performance area. Then, as the guys started to go and plan out everything, it seemed that they wanted to go and bring the fight to them and no longer stay on the defensive. Didn't go as well as they thought it would. But for what it is, a few things happened. Tomas, our resident ghost, managed to get in contact with a hacker by the name of Count, who was later revealed to be.
Oh, he was relieved.
Oh, he was not yet. He was.
Oops.
He was revealed to be William, Theo's would-be boyfriend, partner, and somehow, some way, things got very, very heavy with Tomas inside of a doorway. But not only that, you see, because the others seem to have forgotten, as Piper was living her bisexual fantasy with her boyfriend and Talon.
Imogen hasn't forgotten.
Shut the fuck up.
One of the major components of the supernatural investigators, the good guys. Manny, realizing the magic spell that was being cast on everyone, took matters into his own hands and decided to put his hands on the singer. With that being said,
just want to clarify something. My plan was to take out the entire band. Just happens that security came in and stopped me. So, it still works.
Still worked. With all that being said, the spell was broken. The beast in shadow making something clear. Its end goal isn't to hurt anyone, set them free, to let them embrace their darker selves and to stay there in eternity, to allow even humans to be able to embrace in that part of them that they hide, the shadow self. For she truly is the mother of monsters. After this, and poor I'm sorry. I'm thinking about how all that went last time. Poor Greg. Greg, right? I'm saying
Brian.
Brian.
Greg is the friend that disappeared, but he's still my friend.
That is correct. Brian, poor Brian, our resident, well, gay best friend, jumped in, acted as if they were Manny's boyfriend, and is no longer allowed back into the cult of Dionysus. But with that being said, they made it all back alive, and they made it back to Ice Cream World, where they gathered some information from Rex. Yes, Imogen.
Manny learned that Brian knows that Tomas is a ghost.
That's true.
Yes. And from what it sounds like, it looks as though Brian has known always.
Moss doesn't know. Brian knows.
And he's kept it.
Tomas doesn't know.
So, just showing again the good friend that Brian is, we made it back to Ice Cream World. Everyone began to drink, eat a little bit of some tense conversation happened.
Fed by Manny.
And we began to separate for the evening. With that being said, Tomas, you have plans this evening, from my understanding.
Yes, I do.
But before we get to you, Tomas, I would like to go and ask all the players. Hold on to your pants, everybody, because this is going to be a ride tonight. So, Manny.
Yes.
It's been a long night. You taking Imogen home?
I am. If she's ready to go home.
Yeah.
You see that after a while, things kind of calm down. The guys are going to close up the shop a little bit. And you start making your way. Do you?
Bye, guys. I still like that. Bye, guys.
All I heard was "bye, guys," and then you just froze.
But it was great because your face.
With my I'm gonna say it.
It's
there it goes again.
Not like a retard, but no. Am I there?
You're
okay.
You're here now.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. I think you're good.
I'm just gonna freeze my face and make you guys wonder.
And they're gone.
Allow us just a moment, everybody. Tomas has been summoned someplace. Oh, no worries.
Oh, no.
You'll come back. So if we're looking all kind of crazy, just to let you all know, I'm inside your mind. I'm truly the narrator of True Westmore.
I mean, you're still there. You're just like giant. Like you're like you could literally like just get a little closer in your eyeball.
Good. All of you, if you don't know, they've been beating me. This is the reason why I've been late.
There.
Oh shit.
Kinda fixed. Don't worry.
So high.
I was Tomas for a second. That could have been fun.
So, oh God, could you imagine? But as we continue to kind of get back into things, would you like to take a commercial break while we go and get Ghost Boy back, or
do we need Ghost Boy because we're good right now?
No, we don't. But all right, so Manny,
yes,
Imogen, it's been a lot. Manny, as you're driving, with everything that you've heard from Brian tonight as well, what are you thinking?
regret for my decisions, but also, with the revelation of Brian knows, I'm kind of happy to know that Tomas has a good friend looking out after him. But I feel kind of shitty for getting him banned from like the gay club. Probably the only one in this town. I can't imagine a small town having more than one. Having one at all is kind of a big deal.
It is kind of a big deal. But, and as you think on it, You didn't see any anger in Brian. He a little bit of a meathead, but also a little bit of a source of understanding, perhaps, as you contemplate the darkness that you were just around. Maybe a reminder of what happened with your grandfather of violence seems to be born in us.
I'm not gonna lie, there are a few things that the beast said that sounded like truths that I want to, I try not to think about.
Pushing them to the side. And I think as that darkness starts to creep in on you just a little bit, you might turn to Imogen. And Imogen, when Manny catches your eye, what is on Imogen's mind tonight?
I think she's a little sleepy because she was sick earlier this day.
Also fair.
So I think she's maybe a little sleepy, and I think she just smiles brightly at him. Yeah, I don't think she's really got a whole lot that's weighing on her mind at the moment.
That smile is just a ray of sunshine Manny needs to just snap out of the bad thoughts.
And as you get closer
I saw
to your
that.
home, and as you get closer to your home, there is a moment. It's something that kind of creeps in on you just a little bit. Could there really be a night that this is the last time you bring me home? And as you're sitting there, Imogen, and you turn and you see Manny sitting there for a second and the light touches his face just enough, you see just a little bit of fang, a little bit of the gnarledness of a muzzle. And Manny, as you turn to Imogen, you notice how very, very sharp their teeth are, just for a second. It happens quick. It doesn't feel like it's magic. It's almost as if though your mind is just those intrusive thoughts that come to mind. And Manny, you park.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is the intent that Imogen, because I know how she would feel about that, but I don't know if that's your intent right now.
You tell me what Imogen feels.
I think she finds the fangs pretty hot.
You know what, Manny? Would you like to roll a hot?
Do it again.
I would.
Please.
There's so much fucking. There's so much.
That's a 10.
Look, I mean,
Okay.
you didn't need to roll the 10.
I was gonna go ahead and say, allow me just a moment. So, on that 10, you gain a string and they react. There's 3 ways that you can go and respond to this, Imogen. You can be embarrassed and act awkward. You can promise something you think that they want, or you can give yourself to them. And as a reminder, giving yourself to them does not mean sexually.
Yeah. I think she maybe does a combination of those. I think she probably would just like be a little surprised. I don't know. Like on the one hand, she's been thirsty after Manny for a while. But on the other hand, it's still she wasn't expecting to just see the flash of Fang and be like, ooh. So I think maybe she blushes and looks away, but then she remembers, wait, this is my boyfriend. I'm allowed to kiss him.
Do you?
I think that she would maybe feel him out and start to lean towards him a little bit.
Manny...
And if he doesn't seem
Go
like
ahead.
he's feeling it, she might try and kiss his cheek instead to save face.
Manny is going to put his hand like on her forehead, like if he was checking her temperature, but then he's gonna like move it down and just kind of like rest it on her cheek. Just pull back just slightly to see if he can see her fangs again.
You do.
I see them
in your mind.
I think I'm gonna need to roll a hot too.
Oh,
do you want me to roll
Imogen,
hot?
would you roll
yeah.
hot for me?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh?
The first one I rolled was a 6.
And
damn.
6. I don't remember what my plus is. I rolled a 9, but I definitely do not have a negative to this roll.
You gain a string on Manny, and Manny, as you see a part of Imogen, it's funny as you feel that thing inside you growl just a little.
It doesn't happen to be a full moon out, is there?
Quickly, someone howl.
Funny enough, as
Yeah, I
you
have
go
a
to go
+1,
look
so I
up,
rolled a 10 too.
and you look up at the sky, that large white moon looks back at you, and you can hear the wolves in the forest howl out. Imogen, you hear the Fae and sprites jumping about. A hunger comes into both of you. Do you respond to it?
They're having
Gonna
fun.
fuck. They're gonna fuck. Again. Sorry.
I mean, I feel like Manny has the power at the moment because he's got his hand on her cheek.
Manny is only going to say one word as he just looks out the window for a second and sees the moon, and the word is fuck. As he reaches over Imogen, over to the hand crank that pushes the seat backwards, and he pulls that, and we both go down with the seat.
And on that, we will close out. Yes.
Well, they're fucking. Can we pull our little ghost boy back?
Oh, are they back, please?
Yes. Grabs. Leo,
Come
turn on your
back.
camera.
You're currently on Tomas.
Oh, hello.
I haven't moved. Neither has Imogen.
And Xanaris is Manny.
Good.
I don't believe, as much as I love Daniel, he could be Manny.
No. It's like, but that makes Manny special. And
I need this to keep going now.
Oh my.
Ooh, woo!
You know what's funny? I got a message from one of our watchers that we'll talk about it later. Anyways, as you embrace in the evening, in this quiet moment, it's not as quiet as you thought it would be.
Yeah, there's a bunch of wolves howling.
As though the forest is almost responding to you. The monster and the both of you greeting each other in that darkness. Hunger. You see, there's a difference between just wanting and needing. And in that moment, you need each other. With that, Piper. Harper brings you home.
Harper already went home.
Oh wait, that's true. Harper did go home. Who
Yeah.
takes you home?
I guess Piper's walking unless somebody offers a ride. No,
Bye,
Tomas.
Piper.
Tomas, Tomas, do you offer?
So I will love to walk Piper home because I definitely don't right now. I don't think I brought my car unless I did.
You did it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not gonna let Pipes walk by themselves.
Okay.
I am a strong,
I'm-
independent woman. I need no ghost boy.
But
Oh.
maybe I need you to walk me. to your
Fair
house.
enough.
Wait, is
Oh,
this,
we did forget that Tomas is off leash, so
is this why Harper went ahead on his own? Because he felt the
I don't
call of
know.
the wild?
Yep.
Ooh.
He's actually but you see the thing with you is, and and I'm glad that you mentioned it. Very, if I wish we could give inspiration. You know what? Take a +1 forward on your next roll, because as you are there, Manny, and you're there after everything happens. Why would Harper leave early? Because you can control your monster. Harper, he indulges his. Something to think about as you have the beast in shadow cross your mind. So,
Are you saying I'm thinking about another woman while I'm having a moment with Imogen?
yes.
Jesus.
The carnal,
Not like that. It's not like
carnal
that.
love of the moon, maybe.
So, so Piper and Tomas.
Yeah. So wait, I'm
last-
sorry. Real quick question because I was
Sure.
gone. I'm so sorry. Maybe someone else missed it in the audience. But where's the car that they're doing the dirty in?
Oh, it's parked. It's parked a little bit away from the farm.
Darn. I was like, maybe in the ice cream parking lot we could be like,
no,
Yeah.
My
I don't want to see that. I like the illusion of it. I'm good.
You
No,
guys
no,
want to
this is
see
my
a
whole
show? Come to the
character.
ice cream place parking lot.
Oh,
yeah.
Rex would have a heart attack. Rex would literally have a heart attack and die in the parking lot, and you would have to go get him.
We do not
Oh my
hurt the
God.
cinnamon roll.
He.
So question.
Mhm.
I got the address of William. Is William at? I'm assuming this is his house. I hope.
Yes, it's actually really close to Imogen's.
Gross. Oh no.
Oh yeah, our properties share a border, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
So if I were to triangulate Pipe's house, like, cause I gotta be up anyway, so I'm gonna walk her home. But how far is this walk? Either to my house to get my car, or I can fly. I have a ghost, so
You know what? I'll go on. I'll say that for game purposes, we'll say that you got your car with you, that you left it at the ice cream shop. That's one of the reasons why you went back. You could go and dry pipes.
yeah. Okay, you're getting in my. Gosh, I can't even remember what my car is, but it's this
The
little-
Honda.
Is it a Honda? Because that's a lot.
It's an old beat up Honda that you have all your sports equipment in the back of it. There's there's monster cans in the back and everything.
But there's like the pop-up lights. Did the old Hondas have those? Yeah. Anyways,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it was a car. I've never even heard of anymore.
I don't
But yeah,
remember.
it's one of those old ass 80s cars because that's what I had 20 years ago.
There is a Honda that has pop-up lights.
Is it the Prelude?
Prelude. Yeah, Honda Prelude.
So as you get into the Honda Prelude, probably smells a little bit of Axe body spray, a little bit.
Oh
I am moving all the Axe can, or not the Axe cans, but the
Monster
cans, because I don't have trash in my car. I just throw them on the floor because I'm gross teenage boy, and I don't make her put her feet on them
Gotcha.
like a gentleman.
So
Yeah.
you see that it does your chariot waits, and as Piper as you go in.
1990
There you go.
Honda Prelude.
Yep.
Yes.
Do you want it red like that too?
Hell yeah!
I will indulge you, because why the hell not? So as you get into this thing, out of curiosity, you see the full moon, Piper. All these humans,
Mm.
So dramatic. It's always this, it's always that, but they're so interesting. And Tomas, as you drive and you feel that air go through your hair and you feel that freedom. I'm a ghost, but I am free. Freer than anyone else I've ever met.
Yeah. The moon hits the prelude just right.
Just right.
And of course, Pipes is in her hot green dress too.
She is. She's actually looking quite smoking currently.
And I'm gonna look over and just kind of see like, is he okay? I we kind of separated. Also, I look really swag. I have like
He has all his apparendi on. it's like
just
I
pretend.
I'm okay. Kinda.
So I'm gonna be like, it's nice out, isn't it? Like this is fucking nice. Driving through Westmore, like whatever time it is, and the air's nice.
I mean, I guess it's Piper can't quite like de-stress from all of everything that's going on. Like she's having a hard time really separating it.
I'm gonna put on some heavy screamo metal music to calm her nerves. And,
Ironically, this would work.
and I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna like, I'm like one of those people that's like I try to help people get in a good mood. So I'm like start like screamoing the words, like mouthing the words because you can't hear because it's so loud. Be like, yeah, and
I'm gonna get shot again.
God, the red car in the middle of the night,
Blaring music.
And as you hear this just just going.
All I thought of was corn when you did that. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could do that noise, but I can't. But
Oh, we could do the disturbed. Ooh, ah. Anyway.
but as you do make it.
I'm gonna turn down the music before I get to our house, so I don't like.
Sure. Do you just park the car and just wait for her to get out? Do you guys talk at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, Tomas is like, Tomas right now, even though he's feeling like happy and whatever, he's got like a nervous energy about him. That's like kind of hyped up energy. He's gonna be like, Pipes, you okay after the night?
Piper kind of sighs heavily, and it's defeated, is how it sounds.
What's up, dude?
I'm worried. I'm always worried. I guess I'm just I don't like that this is the thing that's here and it makes people feel that way. And I don't like that it gets to run around with no rules and do what it wants.
Tomas is a little distracted and looking at her dress. And when she looks at him, he looks back up. Uh, and is like, that's kind of rich, kind of coming from you, Pipes, not gonna lie.
What do you mean?
Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't that kind of your whole MO?
You think that I don't have rules.
I mean, your rules that still manipulate and take over people's brains, and yeah, I mean, also no one knows the rules. I don't even know you got rules. You got like a law. Good.
I wish that it was
Look.
as simple as you think it is.
you know, maybe I wouldn't think it's so simple if you maybe told me what the fuck it is. Just saying.
What
Don't
do
have
you?
to.
Okay, hold on. Ask a specific question. That's how you get an answer.
Okay. First question. Out of the thousands I have, who the fuck are your parents, man?
My parents are Joseph and Dolly.
Yeah, and one of them I looked at and almost died.
That is not my parent. That is the person that made me, but that is not my parent.
What? Mr. Winslow is not your parent?
No, he's not.
Who is he then? Wait, are you adopted?
Make this extremely simple, yes.
But is that true?
No.
All right. If you don't want to talk to me, you don't gotta talk to me. I'm not here to try open.
No, I'm not trying to be any specific way, but the questions you are asking, these are the answers. So,
well, okay,
so
maybe
you
this is
know,
easier. I saw some shit. I've seen it a few times actually. I don't know, like you got like a god thing. I say god, but I don't really know what that word means anymore. But like you have something over you that I dreamed about after we did the dirty. And like I was like, all right, that's the thing that
that is
I
my father.
sweet. So like
Um,
you were birthed from like some
between
sick Cthulhu shit.
Cthulhu's Aunt Cassidy, but
What?
um, well, the Dread Lord of Dreams, for
Okay.
copyright reasons. Um,
Are you like a pantheon of gods? 'Cause that's pretty cool.
less human, but yes.
Okay. Well, I guess just want to make sure you're okay and like I don't know, you don't have to be so secretive all the time. It's not like I gain anything by
Not that you gain anything, it's what might look for you if you know a little too much.
but I'm already dead. I mean, I'm probably okay,
There
right?
is such a thing as double dead. We've been over this.
It's true. Well, I'm not one to make people tell me their secrets, but
So, you asked about my parents. I'll tell you about my parents. I helped make my parents. They are
what?
puppets
Oh,
made of
whoa.
shadow. That not the gross way, you little fucking weirdo. But no, they are made of shadow and darkness and void. They are puppets. They aren't people.
So
What
what about
you
your
would consider people.
have you ever had like a mom and dad?
Joseph and Dolly are my mother and father. Well, my mom and dad.
Like that raise you and like I don't know, pay for your shit and
They are my
ground
caretakers.
ground you? This is a random cat in the car.
Random
Wow, that's
cat just
really
walks past as you guys
uh,
are talking.
hello, stray cat that likes me a lot. But
But
so
yeah, yes, Mr. Windsor and Dolly are my parents. They are what you would consider parents.
but would you consider them your parents? Would you? Okay.
Absolutely.
Whoa. So I guess my questions are like, I mean, how old are you? Are you like a real teenager or you a fake teenager like me?
Daniel, I didn't think about asking this question.
You're an actual teenager.
I'm an actual teenager? Okay, yeah, I'm an actual teenager. I've only been alive for 18 years.
Oh. Okay. So, like, what happens? Like, what's the goal? Like, why would you go to high school?
Did something dumb that I wasn't supposed to do. And so this is like going to jail for me.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I feel you there.
So
I mean, I've been stuck in high school for the longest.
it's so my father is the official reason I'm here. It's because my father, the entity you've seen,
Piper.
Piper.
That
hey
is what.
Miguel, can you fix commercials while we're streaming?
Can I fix commercials?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they keep
apparently
going.
they keep going off.
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah.
Um, get me back on track. What were we talking about?
Oh,
We were talking about your parent.
yeah, and you go to high school jail.
High
So
school.
the
Mhm.
official reason is because I did something bad, and my father wanted me to learn how to interface with humans.
All right, when she's talking, Tomas is like, while she's probably looking away, but Tomas is going to get really close and be like, "What did you do, Pipes?"
And you're like, no.
Yeah.
As
Come.
you leaning
Mhm.
close like that, Piper, as you turn, you catch Tomas's large doe-like eyes for a moment.
Like, you can
And
share a secret with me.
right when you feel kind of like that prickling of the hair on the back of your neck, tuk, 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 on the glass of the car.
God.
Please don't be a cop. Please don't be a cop. Please don't be a cop. Looks over.
As you both turn on Tomas's side, hey, baby. It's on Cassidy. You, coming in, or you and your gentleman take are going to stay outside this whole evening?
I'm gonna roll down the window.
Considering what Tomas just learned, this is great.
What's up? Hello. Miss. Uh, hello. I'm Tomas. I'm
As she
just.
leans in just a little bit closer, you see all this woman poured into this dress. Oh, I know who you are, Tomas. Papa
Piper's
talks about you
hiding.
all the time.
Piper's hiding.
Oh, does she?
Shut
She
up, Cassidy.
does. I tell you, to
Please.
be honest, I'm quite surprised. For some reason, I thought you'd be taller.
I'm actually 6 foot tall. I just look kind of short sitting down.
All leg, huh?
Yeah, I got play basketball. But
Oh,
see, you're in town.
Miguel.
Pipes didn't tell me.
something like that. Oh no, I won't be in town for long, baby. It's one of those things. But I think it's time that our little princess comes inside.
Uh,
It's a
uh,
little late.
Oh no,
yes,
I've been
ma'am.
pumpkined.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's
Just
okay.
wanted to
I'm
get
not
her safe.
mad. Oh, it's all right. You see that she puts her hand inside the car like that. Boy, come out so I can go and see you proper. And she
Uh,
opens. She literally opens the door for you. She unlocks and she.
Piper is afraid.
I look at Piper for like reassurance, and then I don't think I'm getting any.
You you either get out of the car or she gets you out of the car. It's your choice.
No reassurance from Pipes.
Yeah.
I look and give her. I flash her like my charming smile. I
She's gonna
open
eat him.
and I stand up. I don't know how tall I am next to her, but
You guys are pretty much the same height, actually.
damn, six
And
foot tall lady.
and
Bye,
as you do,
Tomas.
you notice that she's 6 foot because she has 7-inch stilettos on. As she leans in just a little bit to you. What's it like? Dream and not dream at all.
Oh shit. Am I putting together she knows?
Maybe. She doesn't push on it, but you see there's an intensity in her eyes just for a second.
Real quick
And
question.
it's almost kind of like that feeling that you had while you were driving, like that creature inside of you that just kind of burns a little bit. It's almost as though she's indulging it in the same way that you were.
Oh, okay. So, real quick question. I don't know what she looks like.
Piper, what does Aunt Cassidy look like?
So shit. I was not prepared for this. So she's
large.
She's pretty.
Skinny.
She's kind of like she's a full-figured lady.
Yeah.
And she has like really pretty blue eyes. She has red hair. Like there's like an obvious pattern of how we got to Piper. Like not quite a carbon copy, but like she's an older, more matured version. And like just a teeny tiny bit prettier.
Always thinking of her having a birthmark right here above her lip.
She has the Maryland mark.
I want you all to know, older women plus looks like pipes plus is kind of dominating and also 6 foot in stilettos.
I mean, that's
all bad.
fair.
And
God.
But Tomas is seeing like kind of her zeal and all this, and like he actually thinks about it, and he just shakes his head and then nods, and it's like, well, I was pretty freaked out by all this in the beginning, but now I'm kind of liking all this weirdness.
I just remember what I told Cassidy.
You see that she leans into you. You get used to it, kid.
You ever come to like it?
You see, she goes to go and extend that hand, she pulls it away, and she just leans into your ear. Depends. How much pain can you take, boy?
Moss will laugh a little and try to be humble about it, but he's like,
something tells me you can take a whipping.
Piper gets out of the car at this point and is just like watching and praying she doesn't decide to eat him alive.
You see that she just kind of looks, and she, as funny as it sounds, just gently boop you on the nose. But you're also what would be considered a true child to me. So you have a lovely evening. And you see that she straightens up her back. I need to call up Holiday. And she goes and she
Ew!
Ew! What?
No! Go get someone else. Why does it have to be him?
Because I can't fuck your friends. And you just see that she starts to walk out.
Moss is technically 40.
You see, she just stops.
Wait, no, I'm not.
In his heart, up here, he's about 12, and she goes into the house, and she closes the door. Get your ass inside, girl.
Can I argue for a condition on Tomas of actual child?
Oh yes.
Man-child?
Or actual child.
Actual child? You know what? I feel like we could do that one. I feel like that makes sense. Just like...
Okay. As much as I'm sad to leave Pipes, I love watching her go.
Tomas, go home. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Text me.
I'm guessing you're gonna be up later.
I'm not sleeping. Goodbye.
I mean, if you're going where I think you're going.
Where do you think I'm? You don't know anything. Shut up. Bye.
I saw what happened in the aftermath, though. I would go.
Oh, we never talked about the tax documents. I totally forgot that.
No worries.
We'll get back to it. Okay. All right. Well, you look great, Pipes. Wear that dress again, please, for the good of humanity. I mean, bye.
Jesus fucking Christ, Tomas. Go before someone decides to eat you, please. Bye-bye.
What a weirdly specific.
So a few things. We're getting a bunch of new followers right now.
Oh, hey guys!
I would like to thank Sir Aether for subscribing. We have. Oh, it keeps going.
Oh,
Real Beardy WVY Mafia Jostle 7V.
it's all good, baby.
Fervor
Welcome.
Gaming CSJ. Fan Colirica 4 JI. I really shouldn't be reading these. I'm terrible at this. Voperto 13. Ishika Wiu.
Oh, there's so many.
Arabian Maddener. Gemma the Waken. Wagner Rezier.
Cool.
I apologize that I have completely destroyed your names, but thank you for the follows.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
I feel like this is true content. Listening to
gosh,
Miguel.
my face has gotten warm by knowing that all of you showed up like that.
I used to be an English teacher.
For those of you who are here, hold on to your pants because it's about to get a little bit weird. So Tomas, you begin to drive home.
How much time I got?
Get about 15 minutes.
Oh man, I smell like a whole night.
Oh,
Okay.
no, forgive me. It will take you 15 minutes to get there. I'm gonna say you got an hour.
All right, I'm gonna go and man shower.
Got you.
Best I can.
Gotcha.
At my house, but I'm also
for viewers' purposes. Define man shower.
I also would be curious.
I am a man, and I don't know what you mean by man shower. Please explain.
Do you mean like a whore bath where you like take like a rag, go at it, or like? What does this mean?
I wish it could be like a Geralt bath, like like The Witcher. You sit in a tub. Anyway, I actually pull out some wet wipes and
a whore bath.
Oh gosh.
Got you. Nope, got you.
Okay, as long as we're and then some nice. I'm not gonna overaxe myself because I know I'm around enough people and enough females to know that's bad. Don't do that, guys.
I mean, it's bad you wear axe at all, honey.
So,
hey, it's like the fanciest axe. It's the blue one.
Is there
no
the blue one?
the blue one. So as you are taking care of all that, Piper, literally as you walk in,
We get in trouble.
you see the shiny green of eyes that turn yellow, just the eyes, as Cassidy walks out of the shadow.
I'm in trouble.
What's wrong, girlie?
Melvin. I wasn't doing it. I was just coming home.
I was just coming home.
Does anybody think I do something bad?
With someone that wasn't your boyfriend.
My boyfriend's out howling at the moon, if you must know.
I had a feeling of it. So you come and you find me and go and feed me all that shit about what I need to be doing while you're over here gallivanting around doing whatever the fuck you feel like, huh?
No.
No?
That wasn't at all what was going on. We went to the club to try to figure out things about the beast. I became the cream in a very interesting sandwich.
She grabs you by your chin and she pulls your face in close. I can smell the human on you, girl.
There was a human.
I know. Yes. And I also smell your little werewolf friend. Cream in a sandwich, huh?
Someone creamed.
Sorry.
You see that she leans in very close, her nose almost touching yours. I may not be your daddy, and I may not be your mama. But you act the fool, you're gonna fucking find out.
Not doing anything bad.
That Hopper boy come here again with all that anger in him like he did last time. I'm gonna whoop your ass in his.
Nothing happened. He doesn't know. He won't know because we didn't do the thing. Nothing happened. I didn't do anything.
I believe you.
It doesn't feel like it.
Well, yeah, that's what interrogations are supposed to be.
You're evil.
I
And
know.
not in the fun way.
You see that she turns around and she see that she lights a cigarette, one of Doc Holliday's cigarettes.
Really? Really? Really?
What? What?
You might as well start flipping a Zippo.
He wouldn't let me have it. I tried.
Ooh.
I mean, fair.
Mm.
Steal it. Steal it. Steal it. Do it. Do
Well,
it just so he can't do the thing anymore.
Last time I did that, we got into a very big argument. It's one of the reasons why we stopped seeing each other. But that's besides the point. Go to bed. You got school in the morning. Acting the goddamn fool.
I'm not acting a fool.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamned or otherwise.
Girl, for someone who is so preoccupied with the destruction of humans, you sure do enjoy their company. Don't you?
Well, unfortunately for everyone here, my father sent me here, and I got to enjoy just a little bit of human. They're fun. Sometimes.
She leans in real close, and you notice an animal. Just maybe a look or a presence as she growls at you. Oh, I know how fun humans are. I know. Careful. That darkness in us, that thing that eats at the bottom of our soul. Well, like yours, anyways. Don't hurt the people you care about now, girl. It's hard to be human and to be whatever the heck we are. If we even know what we are anymore.
Mm.
Just not Cassidy watching out for you, baby. That's all.
Uh,
Well,
are we like the beast?
no.
Ooh.
We're not here to
See,
kinda. A little bit. No, in the sense that you think, though. Listen, the beast in shadow, whatever the fuck that thing is, that's old man-made from the Christians and whatnot. We on the other hand, we just are. The greater the light,
you guys just are.
baby, don't talk. The greater the light, the larger the shadow it casts. We will be the shadow that is cast in every bit of light. One must have the other to exist, as above
So below.
must be below. He kisses you on your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think on it.
Please don't tell my mom while she's possessed.
Oh no, your daddy got that out of her this evening.
Again?
I don't know what he did, but he I don't want to talk about it. And you see that she just kind of straightens up her jacket a little bit, and she just takes a real long drag of that cigarette. I heard things in this house that no one should hear, and she just
Heard things. Wow, for her, damn.
yeah, she does it. She does.
I'm curious now, but I feel like it'll be traumatizing. I'm going to bed.
You're gonna get a text from me.
What is the text?
So Tomas it's gonna be like a ... and then blank and then a ... and then blank and then finally I'm gonna be like, yo, normally I never too worried about myself in these situations, but I have been told I should text people when I go to other people's houses or locations.
Piper gets to that point of the text message and is like, I fucking knew it!
No, it's not like that. Exclamation, billions of exclamation points.
Sends the hand and the okay sign and
and then like there's a ... and then like who's the hand and who's the finger?
I don't make those decisions for you. That's yours.
Damn, I just you don't got a vibe. I don't know. Anyway, it's not about that. I always say this every time this happens.
I feel as you do continue into the evening as you're trying to get yourself washed up and all that. Manny and Imogen, you make it into your house easy.
Ooh.
You see
good.
the dog is there, and for the first time ever, you actually see dog and General. Dog sitting there, and General Pat looking as though he's carving something out of wood as he's sitting down on your porch whistling Dixie.
You might explain what this is, not the dog carving.
Now,
So to explain to all of them, there is a dog that lives in Imogen's home that is a dog who just so happens to have the soul of a Confederate general in it. His name is Pat. And as Pat is there chipping away at his wood, oh, forgive me. I'm you notice he has a very large mustache, very sunken in gray eyes, completely bald up top with long hair. And you notice he doesn't sound like he's from the South. Forgive me. I did not realize that you had come so close, my lady.
where are you from?
What?
Where are you from?
I was born in northern England, and I came down to the Americas, and I decided to fight for the Confederates. I'm a traitor to my people, a Benedict Arnold, if you will.
Huh.
Wow,
Interesting.
he's forthright with that.
Wow.
Funny enough, you actually hear Dog now. I don't know why he talks like that. He talks real funny.
I agree.
I don't even understand what he says at the time.
I have
But,
dog scratches on the ears.
I told him he had to get out. So he's been walking around the house.
Ah.
Your mutt has decided I'm no longer allowed inside of his body.
Okay. Just maybe don't let Mama and Daddy see you.
Of course, I will only haunt your home in the most appropriate of time.
Okay.
As my favor and mission to the gentleman.
Is it hard to keep that up?
What?
The voice.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Not at all.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious. It sounds like it
No,
could be
he
hard.
looks at you and you hear him. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Did voice completely gone, and he smiles. Smart girl, and he disappears. You just see Doug. I wasn't even a real freaking boy. I tell you, I don't trust that boy. Smell like that, like that manny boy. That boy smell like a dog. I tell you, you got a dog at his house.
Ghost smells like a dog?
No, you smell like a dog.
Oh, well, I was just with him.
I could tell.
Is that okay?
Wow. Well, why you coming home so late? What you been doing?
I had to go help my friends.
Help him, don't you?
Why are you suspicious this time and not any other time I've snuck out?
I don't know. I think I was just kind of thinking about it really because it's late and I had to listen to this man talking all that nonsense. He's very racist. I don't like me no racist.
Yeah, that puts me off too.
I love the dog is anti-racist.
As an animal of the wild, I do like all animals except for squirrels, small birds, ducks.
Cats.
Annie.
Stinky little things. People in postal uniforms.
What is it about postal uniforms?
I don't know. But I get like a dang. I feel it. When it's not coming up close, they make all that noise and they smell like a whole bunch of different people. So I'm expecting all them people to jump out that box.
I see.
But that won't happen, though. I just paper. I'm gonna go sleep. I'm tired. You see that he just kind of nuzzles you a little bit. He does look a little bit tired, even more tired than usual. The one big eye bigger than the other one. Just kind of there, just as he.
We're in her room, right?
Yeah.
Because okay, yeah. Does he sleep in bed with her?
Oh, you know it. The moment that you go get in the bed, he's there like, excuse me. Excuse
Not
me.
even gonna shower.
Oh my.
Actually,
I mean,
let's
it's
early in the morning and do it.
Okay.
So no worries. So Imogen, you're off to bed. Manny.
Oh boy.
Manny's gonna die.
You got a little bit of pep in your step. Wow, it's really late at night. Holy shit, it's kind of late.
Is it late at night or early in the morning at this point? Wow, that was southern.
It's starting to get early in the morning.
Oh no.
Manny's gonna die.
Manny.
Hi, Manny.
My dear sweet boy.
Yes.
I would imagine we're sneaking into the house, right?
Oh yeah.
Will you please roll a cold for me?
Oh no.
You do get a +1 to this because you do have the forward.
Don't die.
Oh god, I lost my sats. Okay, here we go. That's a 7.
So, funny enough, the MC will tell you how your actions leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it. Everyone seems to be asleep.
Okay.
You do know your mama's a light sleeper. You can continue into the house, and you will have to make another call as you make it to your room. But you make it into the house without noise. Your uncle passed out in his wheelchair in the living room because God forbid he ever sleep in his bed. You just drool everywhere, just looking gross.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try it.
Go for it.
It's another 7.
All right. You make the door. You know, though, you're not going to get a chance to shower. If you do, you're going to wake up everybody in this house.
Yeah.
Nope. No shower.
So you might need to go and take care of it in the morning because your mama will notice.
Manny is going to get his cologne and just
Ew.
spray it
It's pulling a
everywhere.
Tom.
No.
And then he's just gonna go into into his sheets,
just like slide in, just like
form a cocoon with his blankets and hope for the best.
Manny, maybe it's because you've been so stressed or got everything else. It's nice to be home. You pass out. You don't even hit that bed properly. Dizzy, are you okay?
Yes, Melanie's sending me cute things. It's her fault.
Okay. I
I'm sorry.
just like it's like
It's a tiny little dragon in it.
Look, if I had to suffer, you had to suffer.
I know, but I'm bad at hiding it.
As you slide into bed and you begin to dream, you dream of your evening with Imogen. It replays over and over and over again in your mind.
Nice.
And in that silent moment, you look into her eyes and you watch as half of her face begins to melt and her hair grows long and dark. As the beast in shadow straddles your hips, she puts her finger to her lips and you wake up to the alarm. Pulse.
Cold shower.
Cold shower.
Cold shower.
Talking about Tomas. You make your way. You actually come up to a very large ranch. Massively large ranch. With very, very large iron fences around it. With 2 Mustangs covering the front. Golden Mustangs on black paint. And you notice as your car gets close, they automatically open.
Oh gosh. Oh, by the way, did Pipes reply to me?
What was the last thing you said?
I asked. I was saying I am sending location in case I die doing this thing tonight.
You
with
have the good
William.
phone now, right?
I do.
Okay. So I am assuming that Piper saw your location and she was just like, just remember Double Dead's a thing. And I like you in One Piece.
Okay. Thanks means I'm gonna say thanks. I knew you cared. Winky face. And then also I'm not doing that. I'm just here for information. And then like squinty.
Piper's just gonna send the Kermit the Frog sipping the tea meme, and it's just like, whatever. Do your thing.
I'm gonna
Just
send
go,
the
baby.
flip you off emoji. And okay, I'm here.
One last thing. I'm sorry. Piper's going to send back. Well, love, we tried that once, and you found it not quite what you expected.
Dizzy there's a link for music that if you'd be so kind to share.
I mean, I'm getting it. I clicked the wrong button.
So, Tomas, as you send the text, you see William literally waiting in front of the house, nervously kind of passing his hand through his hair. He seems to be in a long sleeve black shirt, what seemed to look like pajama pants almost.
Oh, he's
And he just
casual.
he's just kind of he just walks up so you can hi you can talk. It's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up and down and like, okay. And I'll park.
Are you doing a hot to pour, William?
Sure, I'd like to just
Roll
to
for
look
it.
up and down, kind of objectifying a little bit, but I'm really
Roll.
like, okay,
Roll for it. Go for it. Knock yourself out.
God. Ah. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I rolled a 5.
You know what?
Don't forget to mark the experience.
Yeah.
So funny enough, as you go to go look at him, you get caught off guard because his eyes are already staring directly into yours.
Oh shit.
And he just kind of tilts his head and he leans in. Come into the house. There's so much I want to show you. But yeah, come on. I have snacks and drinks and things of the like.
Man, okay. I'm gonna also just make a note because I don't think I've ever been to Imogen's house.
You have not.
But I imagine she's kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
This is out in the middle of nowhere, but this place is beautiful. It's cobblestone all throughout, all wood. You see as he opens up the doors, it literally looks like a massive cabin.
Okay.
And
okay. Ooh, okay. All right. I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna like once I park my car, I'm gonna like pull myself and be like, I'm actually gonna feel a little bit of like a guilt as well. I'm thinking, man, I've been trying to fix things with Theo.
As Theo grows into the back of your mind, Tomas, you walk up to the front door and you see this young man, sharp look, black hair, grayish blue eyes, glasses. He seems very excited to see you.
I'm gonna comment. I'm like, aren't you the prettiest boy in school?
Oh, you just see I am. This is my home. This is This is the I'm so sorry. I'm trying to gather my thoughts now. This is the Mustang King's Haven, as my father likes to call it.
So, what is it you guys do out here? This is really nice.
Breed racing horses. Well, my father does.
And I'm gonna kind of like nod, and in my mind, I'm like, but what? Like, I'm very curious why he is doing the work he's doing for Theo's family with this much money behind him. Like I'm like, okay,
Sure.
like I'm
And
like taking them.
you see that he just kind of turns to you. I, on the other hand, am a what you would call a white hat hacker.
I was about to say, I was like, I'm gonna raise my eyebrows and be like, white
Some,
hat, really?
sometimes black hat. Really depends on the way I'm feeling. But please,
Cool. I'm like very impressed by it. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm always around people that are better off than me. Yeah, like 'cause I live on a teenager's income in a house that doesn't
you
get
see
kept up. So
that he does notice that. He's like, you're always welcome to visit. But
Hmm.
he goes and he opens up. You notice that there's really no security here. The doors haven't been locked or anything, and he just opens up the door to his room. But you notice as this wooden door is there, it is extremely modern in this place. Paintings all over the walls. There's a very, very large bookshelf, and then you notice in the corner of this room about $25,000 worth of electronic equipment
Oh wow.
all throughout the wall. It's like, and this is welcome to my
Oh,
castle. This is where the count lives.
Tomas is gonna like he was impressed before, but he's gonna be like containing his nerdism, like kind of he's gonna be looking at stuff like he's never seen with his own eyes because money.
Well, to
Uh,
be honest with you, I would really like your opinion on my setup. But as you kind of drinking it all in,
mhm.
you feel that he puts his hand on your hip and he hands you the monster energy. I I may have gone through Theo's phone to find out what snacks you like. You notice that there's some popcorn there, some beef jerky, there's some chips and things like that. Don't tell her that. I don't want her to be upset with me. I promise. It was with good intent. I thought it'd be nice to anyways, um, would you like?
Oh wow. Tomas is gonna like gosh. First of all, he doesn't know how to act with a guy that likes him. So he's used to just like sprawling and like a dude's
Sure,
night.
sure, and you can tell the difference. You literally,
Yeah.
you just looking at him, you can tell the difference. This is not a normal conversation that you are used to.
Tomas is gonna like take if he's gonna look at his like how as a hacker or even a computer person, your chair and your setup is sacred. He's
Sure,
going to look at his nice ass chair to his desk and be like, may I sit? Just sit. Like his like with his
I,
eyes, he's gonna like
I would be absolutely honored for someone that can actually get past all the security that I have in this goddamn place. I'm
wow.
honored to have you here in my home. Please sit.
So he's gonna sit and kind of like like I'm sure turns. He's gonna
Yeah,
like get really comfortable, like feeling the niceness of the seats because his chair is like
you
an
feel it.
old ass
You've got like
like
that
dining
old like
room table or
yeah,
something.
yeah. As you sit in this thing and you can feel that there's some heating in the bottom of it. As you kind of lean back,
Ooh.
you sit for a second and you actually feel lips very close to your ear. Can I get you something maybe a little bit stronger than the monster?
Oh, uh, I'm gonna look at him like impressed and be like, "Yeah, do you have some rum or something I could
Funny
put with
enough,
this?"
you see that he takes out spice rum that you like. So odd that I would have this. You see that
Tomas is being Tomased.
I'm being wine
Oh,
and
shit.
dined.
brings it up, and as he's pouring some for the both of you,
Mhm,
Tomas, you see that he kind of straightens up his back for a second.
mhm.
Tomas, um, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure, anything.
Um, well, I like red wine. Um, I have enjoyed a Moscato recently, but I have had an incredible need for a shot of whiskey. Do you only drink red wine? Because you see, I know that you've indulged in the Moscato, but I was
Uh,
curious if you're a whiskey drinker too.
oh my gosh. It's so funny because I'm trying to think if Tomas is smart enough to pick up on this. uh, it's and I almost feel like I wish there was an intelligence roll I could make because I'm like, Tomas is pretty suave, but maybe not that suave. Uh, Tomas is like, uh, yeah, like I think he's gonna be like, yeah, I like whiskey, like sure, Maker's Mark's good, good shit.
Ew.
You see that he stops. Oh,
Maker's-
I think I may have gone over you. I'm so
Hmm.
okay. How about this? I
Hmm.
I usually only drink energy drinks,
Cool, yeah.
It's
right?
getting worse.
Yeah,
But
you a monster guy?
uh, yeah, but I've had a when I'm around you, I was contemplating perhaps a cup of coffee. Do you drink as well,
Oh.
or do you just drink?
Oh.
Because from my understanding, you do enjoy a good espresso from time to
Oh.
Does that
Okay. Yeah. I Tomas is
too much?
picking up what you're putting down.
Did
uh,
am I being too forward? I'm so sorry if I'm being too forward. I don't mean to be.
so Tomas is gonna clear his throat and be like, he'll like, I can't whistle, else I would. He's gonna whistle a little bit and lean back and like think about life for a second, and
"Oh, I'm so
then
sorry. Are you alright?" And you just see that he looks very, very like his face has to go red. "I'm
no,
sorry."
no, I'm gonna like I'm not looking at him, still thinking, but I'm gonna be like touching him and being like just, no, 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 it's just
William has a cat.
William also has a cat.
You know, I was
Uh,
actually gonna say, I feel like William would have a cat, so there's probably a
he,
little black cat walking
he's
around.
such a cat person to me, like
Yeah.
as if you were, Uh, Tomas is going to like really think and be like, and look over at William and be like, William, fucking hated your guts for so
Oh,
long because I don't know, you were hotter than me. You had all of Thea's attention. Seemed like it just kind of came easy to you, just being you. And, like, it's been after like seeing what you can do, I realize you're not just a pretty face, you know? And
oh.
it was kind of hot. Like, I've never met someone that can get in my computer like you can.
I've
That's
never met someone that can get past a hunting program. Not mine, anyway.
yeah, and God, I think my whole life I've always everyone always thinks me and Brian are gay. I don't know if you know my bro Brian, but
I may have stalked your social medias for a little bit. I was curious.
Ooh.
It's a thing.
Well, I so it's
Tomas,
not something I've thought about like that. So
I don't want you to think that that's the only thing I'm looking for tonight, but if you would like a sip of whiskey, please feel free to.
so I'm sitting and he's hanging out by me, and Tomas is gonna like look at him, and
He contemplates you.
yeah, I think we're thinking about if
Yeah.
he's standing, I'll look up at him and like kind of pull him closer, and
Then
I'll pull him like on my lap if he's willing.
oh, he sits.
Yeah, and if he's looking down at me,
Yeah.
guess I'll like not like it's complete curiosity, I think, for Tomas, and his heart's definitely pounding, and sure, I'll try rolling a hunt on him.
Please do. And feel free to take a +1 forward in that because this kid is melting. He does
Poor
not know what to
kid.
do with himself.
Ooh, but before we even like kind of even get like we're close, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like the count.
Yes.
Were you always the count even before you met Theo?
You see, he starts to laugh. Oh, you mean the vampire thing?
Just
As
curious.
you see the
Oh,
fangs show for a few seconds.
yeah,
I was. Would you like to know why?
always.
I got caught stealing from the rich fucks who go and take away from people that need it. I drink deeply from their finances and I engorged myself on it. So I called myself the Count. I felt that they deserved every bit of punishment I could give them. And then they fought back.
Mm.
I may have gone too far. The regiments never forget.
As we're talking, I'm like touching his legs and just we're talking, right? But I'm touching him, and
He just kind of stops. Yes.
so you're like a Robin Hood type. Sounds like.
I stole $10.5 million from Africa Corp, and I gave them over to 100 different charities through untraceable money transfers.
Shit, dude.
And then I was called. Mr. Regiment gave me a dictatum, as they would say. I could either work for him or he could make my father go penniless and bankrupt by trying to defend me in court, knowing that we wouldn't win.
What?
So here we are.
So you're white hat hacker. So you're
I,
like a white knight for these guys now. You watch their
I,
stuff.
I was. Sometimes I'm asked to do things I'm not very comfortable with.
What do you want to do?
He stops for a second. He catches himself. I would tell you, but I think we would not be talking.
Mm, oh,
Um,
Tomas is.
can I share something with you?
He says again. Always, sure.
I've never been with Theo, you know. Not sexually. Not in the way that you're thinking. She wanted to make you upset. As a matter of fact, she was hoping that when I was trying to get this hacker that got into Africa Corps, that I would get them a name. I lied and I gave them someone else, someplace in God knows.
Moss
She
is
doesn't.
actually like really endeared by all this.
She doesn't know that you're here, and I didn't particularly think it was proper for me to go and share. So, if she wants to find out, she can find out on her own.
And Tomas takes that in and is like, whatever you and Theo have between you and Theo, I got,
You see that he moves his shirt a little bit,
yeah.
and you see the collar. Have you
So,
ever just wanted someone to be in control, Tomas?
Tomas thinks about that.
I'm in control of every aspect of my life. Sometimes I don't want to be. And Theo does that for me.
That's kind of sweet. I think
Depends on what you call sweet.
Tomas is gonna be like, man, it's the opposite for me. Feel like I can't control anything.
That's
So I
not
see
true.
the appeal.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. You came down here on your own volition. I could have been terrible. And you see that he puts his hand on your back and he starts to pass his hands through your hair. I could have been a monster. You still met with me. You're getting these tax records and all this because you're trying to do something of importance. I can tell. You say that you're not in control, but yet you have a group of friends that look like if they're capable of killing in your name. I would disagree with you.
Good friends, which I've never had before. Not like this.
It's funny.
And
I think Manny hates me. And I actually was getting close. I was actually getting close to Imogen because I was kind of curious if Manny was open to. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyways,
Not with you, buddy.
Wait, I want to know. I want to know.
the whole thing is that like
so
I
you're not into Imogen? Not into Tink?
Oh, as a person, I think she's lovely. I think her family's lovely.
Oh man, I feel bad.
But it's not really. She
Mhm.
wasn't. I have come.
You
to
weren't hitting on her? You weren't hitting on her, man? I totally thought
No.
you were vying for Manny's girl. Sorry, I was
You
cracking
see
him up.
that he kind of like pulls back for a second. What? No, not at all.
You
No,
got away.
I do have a way, don't I? And you see that he kind of leans in and he rests his head on your chest for a second. You know, it's funny. I saw Manny, and I didn't know if I wanted to be with him or if I wanted to be him. And then I saw you, and then I saw what you were doing. And as a hack, I wasn't sure if I wanted to be you or be with you. And
That's like
then,
every bisexual person's problem. Wow.
and
Gosh,
then,
nail it on the head.
and did you say that?
No. He's not bisexual, so he doesn't think like that. Or
And
he
you
doesn't
see,
know.
and you
Yeah.
see as he stops, and he's like, and then I saw you in the club, and I, I think I've come to a realization of something I've known for a very long time. So there's that.
Ooh. And I feel like this is like really like for Tomas, he gets in so many like really toxic shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is so wholesome.
He seems to be very plain spoken. You haven't caught, you really haven't caught any bullshit in what they're catching and what they're throwing out there. At least not, and you, as someone who is a liar sometimes,
Mm.
you know that people have tells. He seems
And
to be honest to his detriment.
so while we're talking, I want to reach up to his neck and see if he'll let me take off the collar.
When you go to go do it, he puts his hand on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Tomas, you feel strength in his hand for a second.
Whoa.
If you take off my mask collar, would you be willing to put back on? Do you understand what I'm asking you?
I'm sorry, it totally cut out. If I take it off.
If you take off my master's collar,
Mhm.
will you be open to putting it back on? Do you understand what I'm asking you?
Tomas gets quiet and be like, "Can tonight you have no master? We'll put it back on in the morning."
Oh. Oh. He lets you take it. And as you know exactly where the pin is because it's very similar to one that you had.
Ah.
And as it hits the ground, Tomas
Mhm.
ferociously kisses. It is literally
Ah.
lips, face, neck. The boy literally tries to devour you with his lips.
I would like to, if he's really, really like into it. I'll probably be overwhelmed at first, but I'm going to see if I can like slow him down while we're making out. Like,
Oh, he lets you.
ooh, he's letting me do this. Okay,
Oh yeah,
cool.
no, you see that you have the reins here.
Ooh. I mean, like it's totally like I'm into it. I'm not sure why. This is very confusing, but he's
What?
a good kisser and he's hot.
And Tomas, what is on your mind right now? Is it just that? It's just like, well, shit, this is different.
I think it's like almost on like a sapiosexual level, like someone kind of gets you and you get them, you know? And,
Understood.
and like it's all those confusing feelings of like I hated him because of Theo and he's really good looking and he's just really easy,
Sure.
it's like I see the other guy being,
He's trying to see the other side of the coin now.
and yeah, I've never kissed a guy before, so well, I've kissed Manny, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't the
So,
same.
Tomas, I do
Mm.
have a question for you. How far does this go?
Ooh, I feel like this is very exploratory for Tomas. And like as long as he's like cool with me being like it's like kind of like like a virgin, right? Like I'm
Sure.
figuring this out as I go, and if he's like super awesome about it, like then this is really cool and exciting for Tomas.
You, Tomas, in these moments, you remembered everything that happens with Theo. How everything
Mhm.
happens almost without safe words or anything.
Yeah.
There's constant reassurance. There
Oh,
is they go at your speed. And for what it is, they do not go all the way with you that evening.
okay.
They do not.
And I
They
feel like he trusts me a lot, so I also want to do the same for him. Like I'm going to like like if he's like if I sense anything's off, be like, ask, reassure,
and
like
it's one of those things that and the reason and you in that moment as you guys get so close to it, he actually goes and tells you when the time comes, um maybe maybe we can try again, but I think it'd be a lot for tonight. Is that all right?
you know what? I want to ask. This is since we haven't really role played this out really before.
Sure.
It would be. I feel like as a first time, I kind of want to ask like NC-17. Everybody, warning right now. If
Go
he's
for
cool, it's like us like mutually like getting off together, but not with each other. Like just hanging out.
it. 100%.
Yeah, like and like kind of just being
100%.
intimate still, like you're
Yeah, yeah.
still like with
100.
each other, but yeah,
100%. 100%.
cool.
And for what it is, you guys have your evening together. And as you do, yes, Imogen.
Does this still count as them as a sex move?
Yes,
Great question.
I will definitely go and let this count as a sex move. And
Woo!
I will go and say as well, it is funny because whenever you're with Theo, you feel almost a little bit drained. But with what's happening right now, you feel very comfortable with William. Actually, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you feel comfortable with William, Tomas?
Yeah, it seems like very natural in like the weirdest way
In
because
the
he's
weirdest,
also a
weirdest.
dude and I'm a dude and we like get each other. Yeah.
And you know, it's funny because for a while there, you guys probably just in your boxes and whatnot talking about brute forcing this and
Yeah.
dossing this and just kind of going into detail, and you start
Sharing
to
like
go and
war
hear him.
stories.
Yeah, and he starts to talk to you about Theo. Talks to you about the Regimonds and how Theo's father is absolutely terrifying. He tells you without any doubt, shape, or form that he is terrified of that man. He doesn't stay on it too long, though.
Like he kind of skirts it a little bit because you can tell he's afraid.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask, like I guess in this kind of talking we have is like, do you want to work for this guy? Is he like
I'll say as you both are laying there with each other,
Mm.
he will literally look up at you and tell you, no. I like being able to go out and say fuck you to loan companies and things like that, but I can't do that now. Because if I do, I'm going to get expedited and I'm going to go to jail probably forever. You don't go to jail just for a day or two after stealing that much.
Moss is gonna really I don't think he's ever really thought about how much freedom he has in comparison. Like he's not tied to I mean, he can't leave the city. He can't really grow up, but like he can see how William's trapped, right? And he's gonna commiserate with him like I feel you there on that and I can't be free in certain ways too, dude.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
you got someone that can you got a good lead. Maybe we can you don't have to do any brute forcing. Maybe
Are you saying that we
yeah.
allies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I have to think about it. And you see that he just kind of flops
Oh,
over to the side. He kind of puts a blanket over himself. It's like I'll have to be lost in thought.
oh, Tomas is gonna think that's really fucking funny. And
It's just
like it's just like, oh, I'm sure he's gonna this is so wholesome, but he's probably pounce on this guy and like jab him and make out.
just like, oh god, oh no, terrible. And as you begin doing that, you hear him. It's like, well, you forced me into it. So
It's
I guess I'm going to have to become your ally. What is your handle, by the way, darling?
I it's not as cool as the count, but Batman has gotten a lot of shit
Oh
done
wait,
over
that's
the
right, it's
years.
Fat Batman. God damn it! And you see that he starts to laugh. Just like, and you see as he's talking to you, he kind of runs his hand over your body. I was really thinking I was going to find a tattoo of Fat Batman, and I was kind of hoping it would be there, to be honest, someplace.
And he just Tomas has got he's like, nah, that's cool. I got one tattoo though. And yeah, it's kind of weird though, because I don't feel tied to it in the way that I feel like I used to be. And Tomas will show him his shoulder, be like, yeah, I got that done very illegally.
I saw it earlier. I didn't want to mention, but I like it. It's Imogen.
Can you describe the tattoo, please?
I was just about to go and say, would you please describe to the crew
Oh.
what does it look like?
It is a is the raven swallowing the sun. In the style of the Pacific Northwest natives. Uh, it's
Mhm.
actually like it's very rather religious mythology. The trickster raven
And
Very
as
much.
you
Oh, it's like
as
kind
you indulge in that,
of.
and
Ooh,
you see that
good music.
you mentioned it, you see that he slowly passes his hand on your back.
Hmm.
I wonder sometimes, if there's life after death. We'll never die, you and I,
What do you mean?
He kind of knows there's life after death now, doesn't he?
Don't you see it? I'm an immortal now, you. Wait, and you see, stops. Tomas, why are you still here?
Tomas like puts down the shirt. I don't know why he has his clothes on, but he does. Or
Yeah.
he has his shirt on.
Oh,
Uh,
Willem is naked as a jaybird. He just doesn't even. He's in his element now. No fear whatsoever.
I feel like I have a t-shirt on and socks.
Fair enough.
Socks.
And Tomas lays back down and it's like, I have no fucking clue why I'm still here.
I'm thankful that you are, though.
It's so wholesome.
No,
Tomas
but we
is
had met other. So now I'm just going to have to go and say, whatever brought you here to me today, I'm going to go take as a plus. We're going to take this as a net gain, and we'll deal with the other things.
Tomas is gonna like kind of not like be in awe of that and not and be like, yeah, being a ghost to live through high school right now to have met you is pretty damn cool.
Isn't it great?
All this shit that's going on. God, they're so cute. I'm like dying.
I was going to say this. Whatever happens, I'm very glad that we've met, and I'm going to help you to find her. It'd be the right thing. I do have a favor to ask. I actually have two, and you can tell me to go straight to hell for this, but I would like to ask.
Mhm.
One, please don't tell Theo. I would like to tell her. I think it's important that I go on and I let her know that I'm not going to tell her your name, but I would like her to go and know that I have grown interest in someone. I don't want to hide that.
So healthy. Fuck.
Therapy. Tomas, can I also want to tell you something. You know that Theo never went to therapy.
What?
Sorry.
Get fucking pipes in the bushes with the tea.
I wanted to mention it. They've been lying about that, and I didn't think it was right that they would continue to do that. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to separate you or to please don't do that.
Nah, thanks for being honest, man. I
I don't
really
like it when she lies like that. It's not necessary, and she does. She does it constantly. But and also too, you think maybe if you wanted to, not that not that you have to, but if you would like, maybe we could see each other again since we're becoming allies and all of that.
yeah, we gotta Tomas is gonna be like nodding. It's like, yeah, of course we gotta look man, we gotta
Yeah,
skirmish sometimes. We have to make sure we
sure.
look over each other's stuff, got each other's back.
And and maybe if you were open to it,
Mhm.
we can have a sort of whiskey together at another time.
Yeah, I think thanks for telling me your boundaries with this. I think
No, yeah. I don't want to. I feel like we're very, very excited about everything that's going on, and I don't want you to make a decision I'm not comfortable with yet.
when he says that, Tomas is like on his belly on the bed, like watching him while he's talking, and
Hmm.
he's gonna blush and like kind of like put his head down and be like nodding and be like, "Yeah, let's do this whiskey tango thing."
Whiskey
Again.
tank. Sometimes your age betrays you, and you see that as you say that, he just kind of puts the blanket over you, and
Oh yeah, because I got my ass out. Thank
you
you.
do, but you see, he gives you a little bit of a squeeze as he just, and I'll say that you guys spend an evening together.
You guys cuddle?
I
Yeah.
would definitely want to say that, yeah.
Okay.
William is like a cute cat person, so
You do realize
yeah.
the cat has been away for a little bit, but as you are laying there in the middle of the night, you do feel a little,
Just like
and as you kind of open up your eyes, there's this very large black cat.
Mr. Black.
Meow,
Going to
meow.
will pet the what's his name? Do I know his name? Did it come
You
up?
notice it has a little collar on it with a little bell and a little name tag. Isabella.
Isabella, the giant fat black cat.
Oh.
And I'm going to I'll pet her, and as we're sitting there, like I'm feeling really affectionate with this guy.
Sure.
So I'm going to has he passed out yet?
He's out like a light. He's
Alright.
up way past his bedtime.
Yeah. So watching him sleep is a creepy thing I probably do. So
Sure.
like be on my side and like watching him, and I'm gonna nod my head, and I actually feel pretty strong, like kind of weirdly empowered by this situation, and also like it's so cool to meet someone that's also like wants to do good with the power they have, and I feel like hope that we can find Corinne. And I actually would like to see if I could, I'll actually like give him a kiss on his like hair, like his head,
Sure.
and like pull out of bed and pull on some boxers and see if I can get on his computer. Like I am doing so with like the utmost reverence of respect too. Like if you woke up, I wouldn't feel too weird about it. But
Yeah,
like,
you see that
eh,
you're able to go and slide. You are a sneaky sneak, so you're able to go and slide out real easy. Isabella follows you. Huh?
I feel like she's like the familiar that's gonna get us through the situation. So
You
like,
notice now as you get on that into the desk and you go to go turn everything. Well, it's always on, but as you go to kind of move stuff around,
wake it from
there's
sleep.
there's a little what seems to be like a little container, like a little box that she goes into, and you notice that it says Princess Isabella. As she just kind of gives you her butt for a second, and she kind of wiggles her fat self into it, and you hit
She has like a little
Your
cat
Royal
house by the
Highness.
computer.
right,
Little,
right into the desk like that.
oh my god, this is like top tier. This
She just
is why he's such a great
wa-
hacker. Because
yep,
God,
just watches you. You just see these big old green eyes. Just
I'm gonna talk to the cat and like we're gonna find her,
meh.
Your Majesty. We're gonna find her, and I'm gonna be pulling. Really, what my goal is to see with the records, see if I can find anything remotely like the church that I saw when I stared into the abyss.
roll a cold for me. I will have you roll 2 colds, and we're
Okay.
gonna go and take the average, baby. Go for it.
Okay. See what we got. Uh, one thing I wanted to see, I did take on a move, and I wanted to ask you
Sure.
if it was okay. So, I got because I I have failed a lot lately, so I got to actually pick a move from a different skin. Um, because it's a move called from the Cerberus skin, which is one of the newer skins.
I do know which one you're talking, and I believe that you sent it out before. It's
The
the
Dig Deeper.
dig deeper. Yes,
And when you snoop for dirt on someone on a 10 plus, you learn a secret and you can give them a condition.
go for it.
Okay. snooping. All right.
Are we digging deeper?
We're digging deeper. Okay. I mean, this will be on. And of course, like I wouldn't. Yeah, we'll see what we got. Okay. All right. So we got. All right. I got a 13.
Jesus.
On the first one.
Okay.
Got an 8 on the second one.
All right. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. Give me a second. There is another link inside of the box. Tomas. You start to go in. You notice he was already looking. You notice he's been watching the news for what was happening with Miss Barker. The secret that you find, though, he thinks he's already located her.
Whoa.
There's an abandoned church in East Bless, the neighboring town. Church that was burnt down way in the 70s from what seems to have been shooting in this church from a quote unquote demonic possession. And the priest stopped this preacher, shot one of his parishioners. The townspeople in an uproar burnt it to the ground. It is Saint Judas of the Impossible Cause.
Judas of the Impossible
Cause.
The church named after Judas?
There is.
That seems counterproductive.
There are 2 Judases in the Bible.
Oh.
One that is Judas Iscariot and the other one that is Saint Judas. This is Saint Judas, Saint of Impossible Causes.
So as I'm going through this, all right. So I know on the guy's phone that I pulled the SIM card from of the Raven guy.
Sure.
I had pictures from a neighboring city. I assume it's Eastless.
Yes.
Of people giving blood to something. And that was really like the only pictures I got really out of that.
Are we trying to find like areas around Eastless?
So if the church was burned down, and these people look like in these pictures they're giving blood, like is there like some kind of revival of religion? Of like I mean the church is burned down, that's really it, right?
I will actually go and say with the really high rolls that you have, well, that's just a burnt down church. Funny enough, a new Church of St. Judas has opened in Eastless. Nothing about maybe 6 months ago.
Ooh, okay. Any names like that I can like write down for later? See if I can.
It just looks like if there was a building manifesto. It's not open yet. Not open to the public. It has just finished being created. And it looks like if they're getting furnishing in.
Man, I don't know what this means because I'm like sitting here like the new church is going in. We have kidnapped a girl who is in the old church. I'm like sitting here thinking like demonic sacrifices. Like for some reason,
There's a lot that comes to your mind.
I'm like, whoa. It's like whatever time it is in the morning.
And it's so late, it's early.
I start seeing the like sunlight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pull up the group chat that's only us, like our group. And I'm going to start posting locations of this place.
Sure.
And links. And then I'm going to be like, we've got to figure out, or I'm going to say, we need to gather a crew and go there.
You can't leave.
I can't leave. I completely forgot. I can't leave the city.
I mean,
You can't
he
leave.
hasn't tried recently.
He hasn't. There's a street that Tomas knows he can't pass, but he hasn't gone there in a
What
while.
happened the last time you tried to leave?
Wander right back home.
Yeah. It's like kind of
Well-
like a fractal kind of thing. Like there's a
Kinda.
street that I just wander right across and then
So-
walking the other way.
This is like an outer character question.
Sure.
Is it like and Leo, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Is it like something associated with his trauma why he can't pass that street? Or if you
It just seems to be actually they've never been able to figure it out.
okay.
It's like a mystery.
But as
Okay.
you send out everything, I'll say that the time goes past. You finally probably get yourself back into bed, and you notice as you do, you think of your friend. You think of this newness, this weirdness, this whatever the hell this is, and you feel another boy literally wrap himself around you and hold you tight like if you were a pillow. Like tight.
Aww.
And just out.
I feel a little pain, but also like in a jittery good way, but also that's scary because commitment's scary.
Of course.
Wah,
And Tomas, as you close your eyes, you see that you fall asleep easy.
ah.
I have some information for all of you.
Cool.
The cult goes quiet. There will be 3 weeks of silence. 3 weeks of school. 3 weeks of you getting into foosball and going against
Foosball.
East West. So, with that being said, I would like you to take a few moments, not right now, but in the next coming weeks, think about what is it that you would like to go and really do in these 3 weeks. Classes that you're going through. Are you meeting up with Yosef Netanyahu to be able to go and find out more information police-wise? Are we patrolling the city? But there will be a silence that falls on Westmore as the cult goes underground for a little bit. And I will say that as you all begin to wake up, you all actually are well rested.
Ooh.
For the
That's
first
new.
time, probably in what seems like a long time.
Sleep like the dead.
And the morning goes okay. Manny, no issues. Mama didn't really figure anything out. You see that she gives you a funny look when you take a shower early in the morning. Yes, Imogen.
Is there a chance that okay, so
Mhm.
Imogen has chores that she does every morning,
Sure.
or almost every morning for the
Sure.
farm. And for the little fae and pixies and stuff that live around the farm and kind of help behind the scenes.
Mhm.
Is there a chance that she would see Tomas leaving William's house?
Oh wow, I did not expect that at all.
Yes. Yes, please.
I have something to add to that situation.
Fuck, that completely caught me so off guard just now. Give me a second. They didn't hide your car. He let you park literally
Yeah,
like
he
right
did.
the fuck there.
How far apart are the farms?
They're
They're bordering, but like
border.
distance
They share a
though.
border.
I know, but like, are they on like it's a border with fields? Like, I imagine they're both kind of big ass farms.
Yeah, no, it's in borders and fields, but you do yeah, fuck. You know what?
I want you to know. I know that you and I haven't like strictly talked about this, but I have it written down that there are like small fae brownies and other things
Oh,
that
no, that's
help around the
tot-
farm.
Totally okay with that.
And Imogen leaves them like milk and bread. Some of them like bread with salt, some of them like bread without salt.
And you see, you know, that they are out and about, walking around, doing their thing, and
Ross
you
doesn't
know,
know Imogen's there though, so like he's not even looking out for her or anything.
I will fuck. I
I
wasn't
would leave early because I gotta get. I'm like the person at school before everybody else is at
sure,
school.
sure.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
and she has
Imogen
to be
works
up
at a
early
farm.
to
She
get
works,
skeleton
yeah.
stuff done.
Wakes up early for oh yeah. What I will say is this: roll.
Ooh.
Ooh,
How
wait,
observant are you of my car?
Wait. Can I add something? Manny works at this
Please.
farm. Can he wake up early and show up to help in the morning?
There's like Jesus Christ, Tomas.
I mean, he does come and pick her up for school, so I could see him getting there early to help her with her stuff.
Okay,
You fucked, son. You fucked.
Wait, everybody. Wait. Let me. Why am I embarrassed about this? Like, if there was just like, I don't understand.
You play William, who's embarrassed. So
funny enough, like I feel like if though like I'm sharing something very personal just now. Okay, so this is how it's gonna go. Imogen, I will allow you to roll either a dark or a cold, and depending on how good of the success you get, will be where we go from this.
Dark, cause yeah.
And also depending on what you used to roll, is how we might go about,
My dark is a 0, and my cold is a -1. So I would like to go for dark.
Go for
it.
And I mean, I would
you
say
have strings on me. Don't you have a string on me?
I do actually.
Yes.
So I mean, that could be part of it.
I do,
too.
and I. So I would say that it's a dark just because of what her chores are. It's mainly like
I feel that that's fair. Yeah. I know we're using a string.
After the first roll.
No.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 3.
You know, as you're out and about, you see that the pixies are the pixies and whatnot are just fighting this morning. What do you mean? I don't want to go do any of that. And you see that dog's kind of chasing after them this morning. You know he will never catch one, but he really tries. So you're just kind of lost in that. But Manny, as you're driving up kind of early, this is what's going to happen here. I will allow you to go roll a cold or a dark, and I'm going to go and tell you what happens as you see.
I have -1 on both of them, so it doesn't really matter.
You have a string. You have strings on me, though.
Oh, I do.
But it will help me to go and see what you pick up, though. If you use a cold or a dark, is depending on how you're going to catch.
And if your roll is low enough like mine was, it's not worth it to use the strings. Sorry,
Yes.
go ahead.
So I want to argue something.
Mm-hmm.
Manny has heightened senses, so would he get a forward on this because he's visually detecting something?
That's why I wanted to ask him what he was using.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go away now. I'm sorry.
Well, I have a 10. -1 is 9.
Okay. Plus the 1 for forward because of your heightened sense.
Then we're at 10.
As you drive, Tomas.
Wait.
Funny enough, yes.
Is this going to be like in what's the name of that show?
Umbrella Academy?
Umbrella Academy, where they're both driving and oh yes.
So Tomas, funny enough, you wake up to the smell of French toast. Even earlier than what you thought, and you see that there is breakfast in bed for you.
Oh my god.
You also notice that William is very naked in his computer chair, going through a few things. Like if though he's got like 3 different hands. He's just kind of going through things for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear him talking to Isabella. I know. Of course.
It's hilarious.
No, no, I thought the same thing. And you see that he just kind of stops. Well, you know, if you felt that way, you could have said it. Yeah. No, I know. And you see that he catches your eyes. Good morning. It's very quick. He gives you a hug, a little bit of a kiss. And he just, I'll see you later.
Yeah. Of course we'll see each other. And a question I have, since I saw him in an intimate moment, do I get a string?
You do.
Okay.
You notice that he talks to his cat like if the cat can respond.
That's awesome. So for my sex move, do I I would like to ask, like, not in the role. Like, I can't think of a way to role play this out, but I can. It says I can not role play it out. Is the question for my sex move is I get to ask a question and know the answer to it. Let me. Is what does he? Okay, it says when you have sex with someone, you both get to ask a question of one another. This can be asked in character or player to player. This must answer honestly and directly. Um, And my question will be like, what does he really want out of like his life? Like, what does he really want to do? If there was a thing he could do, what would it be?
He wants, and there's really just no other way to go put this. He wants to eliminate the financial slavery that most people suffer through. You realize that William is an anarchist.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
And he asks you, do you really love Theo?
Knew that was gonna come up.
God. I think the trying to be as direct as an answer as possible would be like confusion. Like he has a lot of confused feelings about her. He he doesn't like what she does, which is like be weirdly controlling of him. And of course, like he doesn't really understand safe words and like not getting
Last
aftercare and all that.
last
He doesn't
last night was
understand.
very different for you. And I feel like that probably pops into your head quite a bit as you think on that.
And so it probably the direct answer would be like it's a fixation he has of her, and like it's like a clinging to something that he thinks is healthy, but he doesn't even really understand this. And that's why it spooks him a lot to like share, like with him and Piper, they have such an honest relationship. It's very easy to just like talk to Pipes about like,
Do we?
well, I mean on Tomas's end, and maybe not on Pipes' end. But like Theo, he can't be honest with. Like he can't just come to her and be like, this is my problem. He feels like he can do that with Piper, right? And he can do that with, for the most part, with Brian if you take out the ghost stuff.
Sure.
And so like Pipes is probably the only person like gets him that way. So like with Theo, there's a reservation. There are walls up. He feels unsure about things, and he doesn't feel like on some level he can trust her. 'Cause she doesn't even trust. She doesn't even like respect his boundaries or his autonomy or anything. So it's a fixation. Should be the truest, honest. He might even think he might love her, but in all honesty, it's probably
That's a good song.
ooh, uh, it's it's kind of a fantasy.
You notice there's no judgment, but
Mm.
there is a little. You can look in their eyes and you can see that they were kind of hoping for a different answer. But
Oh.
you see that they
Ooh.
wanted to. I do need to head out. I have some meetings I need to go to before I head over to school. But
Is he on the student council or anything? Like,
are you? He's actually head of the chess club.
yeah.
But I'm going to head out, and then I would um like I said, I'll talk to Theo, and if you want me to, I'm not going to mention you. I'm going to just mention I've met someone, and I would like to explore that.
I guess on some level I'm a little confused, kind of like it's like an emotional, it's like almost emotional BDSM. It's not as much sexual because they're not in a relationship like that, but she's
Sure.
got control over his shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to be forthright about exploring and doing other, like he's telling her like what he's doing. Okay. So
Funny enough, as you talk about the collar, Dizzy, as you put that in the comments, Tomas, as you leave, you notice collars on the desk.
I'll help him put it back on, but like as we're saying our goodbyes in the morning, but like it'll be very affectionate. Like I'll be very affectionate with him. Like as I'm.
He actually laughs as he did. He's like, I was actually wondering to see if you would remember. The little things, the little details are important to me.
They are important, and told you, I made you a promise. So,
I
and
will hold you to that.
yeah. And he's gonna be like, he doesn't want it to hurt him. He doesn't want it to be too tight. It's very sweet thing he's doing. Just making sure it doesn't rub on him.
Yeah.
There's some like space between the.
He indulges you in every way, shape, and form. He doesn't fight in any way, shape. He's very docile in that sense when he wants to be. He can be domestic when he desires.
I think that's like in the Tomas mind, he feels that this guy's given him trust, that he wants to honor that, like he feels very like humbled by it, and he's like, yeah, you'll see him later, and he wants to respect. But while they're talking about Theo, he'll be like, yeah, I gotta process the me and Theo thing. So yeah, I appreciate you being private with us, because I like what we got.
What we got? Well, we are allies, so much like my country helped your country to beat the Nazis. So I'm okay with all of this.
I mean, we are a mutual whiskey tango, right?
Whiskey tango.
Jesus Christ.
You be whiskey, I'll be tango. And
is this their gang name now?
This might be like our handle that we have to do together.
It's gross. I love it.
That's actually not a bad thing. But yes, Dizzy.
Moss has missed calls and text messages from Piper. She didn't fucking answer her last night and did not let her know that he was okay. So there's like 10 missed calls, like 40 text messages. She's just like, what the fuck, dude? Where are you?
As you see that you're
starting to tell anybody that, hey, I haven't heard anything from Tomas?
Nope.
Okay.
I did text the group chat, so you guys don't know.
Funny about that, though, as you're kind of going through all your text messages, I would imagine you're already starting to drive out Manny.
Yes.
No.
You're driving by, you see the Mustang doors open, and you see Tomas driving, phone in hand, look up at the road like that. You both catch eyes as...
I would like to wink at him.
Go reverse.
Tomas, as you zoom past.
Okay, I have a bad question.
Sure.
Does Manny know that William lives out here?
Yes.
I was gonna say he
okay, because I was gonna. Does Manny think that Tomas is coming from Imogen's house?
I see? Is it like on the road leading to both houses, or do I see him coming down Williams?
You actually see him coming out because of the 10 that you rolled. You see him coming out of the Mustang gate. Thankfully, you don't see him coming on the jointed road. You see him coming out of the Mustang gate. Because of the 10. If you would have got anything lower than that, I was going to go have him be on the road and be some confusion. But
what's this ghost boy doing in the Horse Boy Ranch?
And that's all you got, my wink.
You do get a wink as you...
And I assume we're just driving past each other.
Literally
I'm not planning to slow down or anything. I'm not gonna sometimes friends will stop and no, I'm going and I'm blaring some like hell yeah heavy metal.
Oh yeah, I in my mind it was the My Chemical Romance song that we posted. I just felt right.
I'm guessing he drove by too fast for me to get a whiff of anything.
Oh yeah. But Funny enough, even with all of that, even as himboish as Manny can be, that's a little odd.
Little.
A
Did I
little odd.
see them talking at any point in the club, or I don't think I did.
You didn't, which is
we
even more
tell
confusing
Imogen.
to you.
Oh, I'm gonna tell Imogen.
Yes, Dizzy.
Piper will now text Imogen and say, Tomas didn't answer me.
So,
Screaming.
Tomas, are you answering during this period? Or?
So I am. First, I would like to kind of go through. Like, I'm just like kind of like going. Like, of course, I'm a observant driver, but at the stoplights, I'm gonna be like.
It is at this point in time, I would like to inform our audience, we do not encourage text and driving here at Frankly I Don't Give a Fork.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm gonna be sure I'm on the lookout for like cops trying to pull me over, but I'm gonna be like,
only Tomas can get away with it because he's already dead.
right? You don't want to be dead like me, guys. I'm gonna be like scrolling and reading and assuming it's like, are you dead? Are you okay?
Dizzy, what is? I mean, forgive me, Piper. What does it say?
So it starts out with, hey, are you okay? Hey, are you safe? Hey, you asshat, answer me. What the fuck? Tomas, I know you might be busy, but fucking answer me, please. Tomas.
Yes,
Tomas.
After getting from Piper that Tomas hasn't been responding since last time, she tries herself and texts Tomas and go, hey, Tomas, are you okay? Piper is freaking out because she hasn't heard from you in a while.
Right as you send that, Manny, you arrive right in front of her home.
I know that
Imogen's sitting on the front porch waiting.
I get off the truck, run up to Imogen, put my arm.
Before Miguel,
Go
before
ahead.
you say anything to her about me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you saw me. Period. Don't think anything weird. Period. Also, hi Tink. Nice to get a text from you. Smiley face. And then also check the group chat. Period. Also, don't tell Pipes I texted you before I texted her. I know how girls are. Period. And yeah, I'm just gonna say the word yeah.
And as you see the Manny, you jump out the car. What's
jump
going on,
jump
Manny?
out the car. I grab Imogen, put my arm around her neck, just give her a deep kiss.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
And
yes.
then and then after that, like, so funny thing.
Did you just see Tomas?
I did. How did you know?
He texted me.
Okay, I see.
He said
what's
not to
going
think
on.
anything of it, but when you tell somebody not to think anything of it,
I'm thinking a lot of things right now, and I'm very confused. He was driving out of the Horse Boys Ranch.
No.
Do you know something I don't?
No.
No.
He was looking really cozy with William at the club last night.
No. I check my watch. See, that's early o'clock.
Early.
Oh, I think they had a little sleepover.
This is awfully early for him to have just come over there. I text Tomas, did you sleep over at Williams last night?
Tomas is literally feeling like the universe of Manny and Imogen meeting, and was like, and this is all lovingly. I don't know how Imogen will take this because she doesn't. I don't know if she picks up on Tomas's humor.
Imogen
but
also sends a picture of Tinkerbell winking.
Tomas is gonna be like, "Bitch, I know you were thinking things."
She sends Tomas a picture of Tinkerbell who's just doing like this, like waiting for the story.
Manny is gonna send Tomas a picture of. There's a GIF that I use a lot of, like this old Middle Eastern man that's just like with big fuzzy eyebrows going like this.
Eyebrows.
And it keeps getting closer.
Yes.
Oh God, you're gonna have to send this. I've not seen this.
I'm gonna send it
Tomas
right
is
now.
just- God,
Bruh.
don't. Oh God, Tomas is gonna be like, "Fuck you" to Manny because that's how I talk to
Everybody's
Manny
getting text
apparently.
before Piper.
And
Piper
sorry,
waits her turn.
I'm going to reply to Imogen. I'm like, sorry, I have to reply to my other girlfriend, and I'm going to put the orange hearts because that's a Piper thing.
There you go.
Oh, I've seen that. Yes.
Oh God, and I'm going to say I'm at a stoplight. Period. Don't want to die to Imogen to tell her I'm not drive. But and to Piper, I'm damn, like damn. I'm okay. Look at the group chat, period, which is me sending all the cool information.
I
Mhm.
text Piper and say, he's alive. Manny just saw him. Put the screws on him.
So he texted you first. He's gonna fucking die.
She doesn't know that.
No, she didn't say that. She just said Manny just
No,
saw him.
Piper's gonna ask.
Do you ask Imogen?
Yes.
I told you not to tell her.
Did you say not to tell her? You
Yes,
did,
I
didn't
said
you?
don't
did.
Don't
text.
tell her.
Fury.
That sounds like a
anger.
good question for Tomas.
I'm gonna kick his fucking ass, and that's the last text message you get from Piper.
God, you're so good at not telling, but you're told.
As you
Manny also sends this suggestive horse riding.
God. So as fuck, I lost my trail of thought. As you,
Fuck you both. Fuck you.
God, she's riding the hell out of that horse. Anyways, fuck. Where am I?
Focus, Daniel. Focus.
What were you gonna say, Pipes? You raised your hand.
Shit. Piper's gonna just text good. Period.
Oh, the period. See, I feel like even though I have low social intelligence in some ways, I'm very like I know the period.
You know that period.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like normally, like we all text. Like we text with like typos and no periods and no punctuation, but there's I know that means shit. Like
so. You all begin to kind of get your ways over to school and whatnot.
Before we go to school, can Piper go see her mom since she's fixed?
Oh, she's in the kitchen. She's already cooking breakfast.
Yes. Okay.
Hi, baby.
Mom?
Yeah.
Like actual mom? Like not weird bug thing? Mom?
You got some waffles and some pancakes then. Mr. Piper was smoking his pipe on the table.
Mr. Piper.
Oh, Mr. Piper. No, Mr. Windsor. No worries, baby. Honey Boo's back altogether. Mm-hmm.
Piper's just gonna hug her mom and say nothing.
Oh, I missed.
Now, what did you do that scared Aunt Cassidy?
Oh,
well, you see, Piper, when two people love each other, they are willing
Y'all
to
did
go
that.
the very depths of chaos to have the most erotic of sensations.
Okay, we're good. You can stop there. I understand. Sex positive. Got it. Cool. I'm glad you fixed mom.
Well, we fixed each other. And that really is what counts.
Oh my God.
Dad, are you familiar with the film Hellraiser?
Yes.
Take lead from that. This is what this all reminds me of right now.
Oh. No.
But in a good way.
Maybe.
Mm.
Have a good day at school. Bye. He just got the sister with his pipe a little bit. Honey bear, and you see that they're all very kissy. As all of you are doing your thing, Mandy, as you were getting your giggles out early this morning, Imogen, as you begin to go and plot to go and get the screws put to for Tomas, and Piper, as she begins to contemplate truly hurting our ghost friend. there is a moment that you feel like normal high schoolers. Yes.
Uh,
Did- I- I-
Dizzy. Dizzy.
Hmm.
You're going like this.
Miguel is also going like,
Oh.
I'm ending.
You know,
ending the
I'm doing it slightly off camera, so you know.
Ah.
Oh, but we are ending. So as we go into all of it, you have your moment. Monstrous people who really aren't that monstrous. Heading over to school to go and enjoy a normal day. As normal as Westmore can be. And on that, we will end tonight. And on that, I will say to all of you, thank you for sharing this evening with us. Our schedule might be changing up a little bit. We might be going to 1 week yes and 1 week no with Monsterhearts. We do have some personal things that are going on with some of our players and things like that. But for what it is, our dear sweet friends, we will let you know. We are so thankful for you being here with us tonight and exploring these new emotions and these new strange things as we go into them. Dear friends, thank you. New followers, thank you. We are very humbled. And to that I say good night, dear viewer.
Nice.
Good
Good
night.
night.